boss, this is a DD accommodation. This cannot be converted into a villa. After 10 months, now that we have moved in, right, we received these compliments from a lot of our relatives who visited this place that this looks more like a villa. Hi, I'm Samarth. I work for a software company in Noida, and we have been staying in Sheikh Sarai Phase 1 for close to 1.5 decades now. And when we decided to get this home made, we decided to shift it on a rented accommodation. And it's been 10 months. Now we are back in our accommodation. It feels nice.
Hi, I'm Surabhi, and I was working as a teacher for the last 10 years, and now I've switched my profession to something different, very interesting, and now I'm working as a mutual fund investment advisor.
Just to add one point, for designing this house, she left her job, right? So that's the passion that has gone in this project, and that's how we feel for our new house. I mean, it's been a long journey for us, right? So it feels absolutely amazing. I still remember that when we first met Shashank, he promised me a villa, right? He has given me a super duper villa. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Woodofa team.
Yeah, they've just made our dream come true, right? So what they were saying, we were just trying to visualize that it is going to come out like this. And this somehow, at some point of time, it was like unbelievable for us. But hats off to the team and their work and the way they have brought our own ideas also to the house into the reality. And
I still remember, my first meeting with Shashank. We have been staying here in this flat for a really long time. These are DD accommodation in Sheikh Sarai. And the first meeting with Shashank, he visited us and he told me, I still remember that part, that, I'll give you a villa. And I said, boss, this is a DD accommodation. This cannot be converted into a villa. And me and my wife, we were just looking at each other and we were saying he's a very good marketing person. And, and after 10 months, now that we have moved in, right, we received these compliments from a lot of our relatives who visited this place that this looks more like a villa. Okay, so, it so happened that some things are destined to happen in life, right? When we were looking out to renovate our house, we were looking for a lot of videos on Facebook, designers and Instagram videos and reels. We came across a house and we thought, we have seen these people somewhere. There were some photo frames in that particular house, and we said, oh, we know them. We got talking with those guys and we visited them. We really liked their house and they guided us towards Shashank and Woodofa.
That's how we came to know about Woodofa, and we met Shashank and we had.
Yes, yeah. So that's how it was. We don't know Woodofa. We had never heard about the name before doing this project, but it was through a friend that we got introduction. It was highly recommended by that family as well, that we sign up for this particular project.
She was in full praise with the work done by Woodofa for them also. So
it so happened that when you start this journey of finding out the right team to build your dream house, you don't trust everyone, right? And hence we thought that we would go ahead and go with someone at least after looking at what they have done for other homes. So we were totally convinced after looking at this particular project that Shashank was the right guy for this particular project.
Yeah, although I had watched the other videos of your channel also of the work done by you for other houses. So, but the main thing was when it comes from someone whom you know, that makes a lot of difference. Yeah, so we are into joint family. I have 2 children and we are living with our in-laws, my in-laws. So all of them are in love with their rooms, because each room is designed in a way that according to the age group they belong to, right?
So, it's never easy to make everyone happy in the home, right? Now, with age bracket from 70 years till 10 years, it was very difficult for us to see that to see to it that everybody feels that their involvement was there in the project. And again, thanks to Woodofa team that they had this in mind that for example, we chose between me and Surbi, we chose a very kiddish color combination for our son Shaurya's room. And when Shashank came to know about it, he quickly interjected and he said, you know what, your kid is growing now, so maybe you are liking this color right now. What happens after 2 years, right? You will have to redo the entire room again. So we had never thought about it, right? We were thinking of short-term wins, and he could tell us that what's going to happen, let's say 2 years down the line. So that is where I believe every room came out very different, because we took color combination. We just took color palettes from each family member, right? So parents gave us one color palette. Both the kids gave us their own palette. So
color choices.
Yes, and whatever we were designing, and whatever 3D images that we were receiving, we were sharing as family. We used to have a family time wherein we used to share all the design patterns that we have received.
Taking their inputs also.
Right, and we were taking their inputs. We were implementing it real time, and that is how everyone feels that this room. So my daughter feels that she has designed the room and not the designer. Right? That's the best part.
Yeah, so definitely, because उनके inputs के साथ में sync किया designers ने और अपने inputs, so it was like a combined effort, right? What they wanted, what the kids wanted, my daughter wanted, right? और वो उसने अपने designer के साथ share किया कि हाँ मुझे ये theme चाहिए, I want this kind of theme, this kind of a color, and she made designs in accordance with that idea in mind, right? So I would say that every member in the family definitely must be finding the happy place as their own room, right? Sitting there and enjoying and relaxing completely. And each one has their own privacy and like their control over their room.
I believe that there is a very famous line in India nowadays, "Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas." I think that started from this home.
So talking about my son, like he was like, "हाँ ये तो मेरा ही room है, अब इसमें कोई नहीं आएगा." He had put a poster of my room rules on his room door कि हाँ ये तो मेरा ही room है और अब मेरे according बना है, इसमें मेरे हिसाब से ही सबको चलना होगा, right? So
that was the whole idea. We wanted to give that empowerment to every family member that you design your own room, right? So we designed ours. When I say we, it clearly means Surbi, right? So that's how we designed it.
No, I took your involvement also, your ideas also.
Yeah, I was only the investment advisor in this entire project.
उसके बिना तो काम ही नहीं कर सकता था. Right. So one more thing I want to mention is regarding kitchen. Fine. So I wanted a big kitchen, and Indian homes that we need a lot of storage for our things. And looking at the old GDA flats, there used to be a big place for storage, like big lofts and all. And renovating the house, we had to sacrifice all those storage lofts and places. And so much of stuff, I was like कि हाँ मुझे ये रखना है, I have to make space for that कि भी इतना सामान है, इसको ऐसे ऐसे place करना है. So I gave ideas to the designer also कि हाँ आप मेरी cupboards को ऐसे design करो, इसमें ये करो ताकि मेरी सारी चीज़ें वो accommodate हो जाएं, props का सामान accommodate हो जाए, और वो with the combined ideas, with my thoughts and my views, my ideas, and in sync with that, putting them into the paper and then drawing out, taking out that wonderful designs in them was like something I now like, that each item is in its right place, right? So nothing is like I can see कि हाँ नहीं मेरे पास इसकी जगह नहीं है अभी. So everything is in its right place. किचन में भी आई वांटेड अ बिग स्टोरेज, और वो पूरा कि मेरे सारी चीज़ें फ्रिज है और द अदर appliances they should fit there. So let me tell you that there was something different design for the kitchen earlier. So I had a crockery unit at some other place, and due to some reasons we had to make the change. Like it's DDA flat, and when we are trying to do it, we come to know like this is not possible here or this is not possible there. So we had to again make the changes in the drawing. Then at one point of time, I said to Shashank that okay, there was no space coming out for my double wool sink and my crockery unit. So I said, okay, I'm ready to sacrifice for the dishwasher, but I want a double sink and the crockery unit. So he said, नहीं, dishwasher तो सुरभि बिल्कुल नहीं हटाना है, वो तो रखना, तुम सिंक एक कर लो. मैं कहा नहीं, मुझे तो दोनों ही चाहिए. कुछ भी हो जाए, आपको ऐसे कुछ करना है कि मेरी सारी चीज़ें accommodate हो जाए. And then they worked in such a manner कि मेरा क्रॉकरी यूनिट भी आया, मेरा डबल वूल सिंक भी रहा और मेरा डिशवॉशर भी रहा.
So yes, so what was done was, according to that particular feedback, the design was completely changed once again. Okay, in that huge file that I talked about earlier, there was one more sheet of paper wherein the entire kitchen was redesigned, keeping in mind that what was required by Surabhi.
I needed a pantry unit also, so I didn't want you to sacrifice on all those things. So I said, okay, dishwasher I can still leave, but
in every meeting, Shashank used to say, Surabhi, itni storage leke kahan jaogi?
The experience was really, really very nice, and we also learned a lot about various things which we were not aware of while the design phase, right? So there were a lot of changes done in the process, right? We made something finalized something, and due to some reasons then we had to change something. So we are really thankful to the team, the designers who really put in a lot of effort in just making the changes, whatever we said, right? Whenever we said the changes, they were like okay with it and made the changes, and like so many drawings were done, right?
So this is our first,
house done in a professional manner.
In a very, very professional way, right? We didn't know anything about it, right? So Shashank and his team actually handheld us and took us through the entire process. For us, it was absolutely new, right? We didn't know. For example, when they mentioned this room is going to look like this, we couldn't visualize. So the team helped us with a lot of designs, with a lot of layouts. Yeah. I still remember, one evening visiting the Noida office of Woodofa, and the designer showed us this huge, file. And he said, this is the file of your house. And they were happily doing it, right? There were so many iterations because, we were making a lot of changes into the design as we were thinking through this, as we were doing our own research. And thankfully, as Surabhi rightly mentioned, I never heard from the designer that, okay, we are done with this. We have made enough, iterations to your designs. They were all happily doing it. I still remember Surabhi speaking to the project head or the designer of the project till late night, okay? Because that was the time she was getting time, and but we never heard somebody coming. Yeah,
they were never tired
never
of
upset,
doing
never
it.
tired of
Right.
giving us feedback, suggestions.
Yeah, because whenever I was with an idea, with my concept, with my theme, like I was like sharing with her, and she was like, yeah, okay, it's looking nice, it will be done, ho jayega, and usme apna input deke, so it became much more better, like what I wanted, and with the expertise of the team, it really came out
I would say this is one team that listens to you, okay? So they would not force their opinion on you. They would simply say that, okay, you want this, how about, we go this way. So they would present 5 options to you.
Right.
So it makes your life a lot more easy. See, overall, right from the beginning till the end, the kind of support that we have received, when you look at the pics of the house, when you visit the house, you would come to know the kind of efforts that everybody has put in, right? Whatever you see in the house, I cannot say it is me who has done it, right? Woodofa cannot say that, they are the only one who has done it, but it's a combined effort. So, throughout the entire process, the team that was aligned for this particular project was thorough professional, right? I still remember that Mondays are their off, okay? And when I was stuck on a particular Monday for a design choice, I would call Shashank directly, right? Without thinking even twice that I might be disturbing this guy. And he would pick up my call, right? That's the level of commitment that you need while designing a particular house. Because when you are in the market trying to buy something or doing some sort of Reiki for a particular product, what's most important is that there is someone on the other end who is able to support you guys. You can click the pic, send it across to a WhatsApp group. You would receive a response. If no one is responding in the particular group, either Shashank or someone else in the team would, just jump in and give you the response.
Yeah, I remember that. I was out in the market for selection of the lights, and the designer was not available that day for the visit, but she was throughout available on call, and I was video calling from the shop from there and showing that, okay, I'm liking this light, how would this look like here, and this and that. And she was like thoroughly involved with me there, and helped me in selection of those things. Okay, हाँ ये अच्छा लग रहा है, ये देख सकते हो, ये option भी अच्छा है जो आपको पसंद आ रहा है, और आपका ये है, ये ज़्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है. So throughout from the shop, and I was like, everybody's watching, I'm on the video call and showing things, and so they are like totally with us. It was like a great experience. They are there with us in every point of time when we need them.
So it's a very difficult question, right? It's a 5-bedroom accommodation. Every room is different from the other one, right? And so different that it seems as if there are 5 different designers who have worked collaboratively on this particular project. I would say that for me to find out a particular, for a parent to pick a particular child, a favorite child, it's very difficult. So it's a difficult question for me to answer. I love every single corner of the house.
I completely agree with you. It's very difficult to pick any one thing. Okay, this is my favorite place, or this is my favorite place. We enjoy sitting in each corner, each room, depending upon our mood, depending upon our where we are sitting. But for me, even looking at each corner, which is all-time favorite for me, but the main thing which I relish to sit and I'm looking forward to enjoy that place now is my terrace. Right, so I'm so fond of plants and greenery, so I'm always looking for, I have to pick some plants and keep there. So it's my place where I will sit and enjoy my tea or like my greenery, and just see and enjoy my plants also there.
I think the lounge on the first floor is something which is quite inviting and relaxed in nature. The color theme that is picked is quite inviting. So it is quite calm, soothing, and it's a great place to relax, enjoy, and have a great family time. In fact,
whatever we wanted, they had used all those things, right? But with their expertise, maybe if I said it should look here good, they said no, it's going to look good here. Right, so maybe changing the positioning or anything else, but the things were like totally in sync with each other, right? So it came out in a much better way. We used to go to the Noida office every weekends for the meetings, most of the times whenever during the design phase, and it took us the whole day. Since morning till late evening, we were like discussing, and they are showing their ideas, their options they have created for us, and then we were working on that. So it was a very good experience, and we were like very thrilled and excited building this house. Okay, we were totally into it.
So if you are the one who are looking for your next new house, one recommendation that I can give you guys is that it is your house, and you have to put in a lot of efforts. At one point of time, we thought we have given the project to someone else, let them do it. Okay, that was not the case. So you have to spend your time with the designer to make sure that the house is looking the way you want it to look, and not the way the designer wants it to look, right? So that is a critical key component. Another area where I would say that we got a lot of help was to pick a lot of artifacts for our house, right? Now these are small little things which every house needs. We as laymen have very little know-how as to we may like something in the showroom, we may buy it, and when we bring it back home, we are not able to find a perfect place for that particular art piece. Okay, that happens a lot, and that will continue to happen with us. Thanks to Woodofa team that they aligned a designer with us who would go with us, shop with us, help us identify areas wherein this can be placed, and that is where I believe I received a lot of help. This was not possible, without Woodofa's help.
Yeah, because earlier when we went to the market, we liked so many different pieces, and then we were confused. Okay, कि यहाँ अच्छा लगेगा इसके लिए ले, कि वहाँ अच्छा लगेगा उसके लिए ले, और इस तरह से बहुत. And then we just had a market search, and then we came back, and then we discussed with the team.
Now let me very openly tell you that मेरा बहुत पैसा खराब हुआ है. We bought a lot of artifacts wherein we were not able to find a position or place for that particular art piece, right? But again, one incident I want to tell all of you guys. It was near Diwali that we thought would be a good time to shift to our new house, and the house was not complete. A lot of artifacts were remaining. At that point of time, any designer would have a lot of pressure from their clients because everyone would plan shifting to their home at that particular time, right? So, we asked Shashank, give me someone who can go to the market with us, and their team was like, super busy. And Shashank said, okay, let me do something for you guys. And Shashank's wife is also involved in this particular project.
Yeah.
She came to our house next day. So Shashank said, okay, my wife is going to come to you. Little bit did we know that she had a bruised eyebrow, and she came in that state to our house, and we were like, okay, we could have waited for our house, but we can't go with you in this state. And she insisted that we go out. She spent the entire day with us. That is the commitment for this, for this company. That is the commitment that they have towards their clients. So kudos to you guys.
Yeah, she was injured, and I was like, oh, I called her, and then, but yeah, it was amazing going with her and like looking out for our thing.
Okay, so while there are many unexpected things, but if I have to pick just one, I was visiting Turkey with a couple of my friends, and Surbhi was not there. And she had instructed me to bring some, art piece from Turkey. And while I was shopping there, I was on video call constantly with her, just to showcase her and just to tell her that I'm trying my level best. I was typically not in the mood or not with great intent to buy something from there, but I did make an attempt. So I gave her call from there, and we chose a couple of things from there.
Yeah.
And there is one section wherein we have displayed those wall plates, and that area has come out really
favorite.
well. Yeah, and that has come out really well.
It's our personal favorite thing to look at and like enjoy that.
One expected part was that. So we have a ground floor, and then we have a first floor. Now, how do we connect both the houses, right? Now, there are a couple of options. We can even build a staircase, or we can have a lift. I still remember that the first discussion that we had in our house when we were having a family meeting, I proposed the idea of lift, and everyone rejected it.
We all ruled out.
Right. And then it so happened that while we were designing the first floor and the ground floor, we thought that lift would make a lot of sense, right? It was quite an unexpected for all the other guys, but I was quite headstrong. I knew that, lift is going to look great here. So we found out couple of vendors, we got this installed, and this space and the lift looks really great here. It is quite unheard of, wherein you generally see these kind of lifts. This is customized for us, customized for my family, and this gives us this saves a lot of space for us, by the way. So yes.
Yeah, and my son is like in love with the lift. Every time he's just throughout the day is just going up and down, like uselessly without any work. He'll just go up and then come down. Okay, मैं तो बस ऐसे ही आ गया ना.
See, it's very difficult to comment on this one because I personally, now Woodofa is no longer, this is not a client and vendor relationship. This has moved beyond it. So it's like my family. It's very difficult for me to comment on the shortcomings of my family member, but I wish Woodofa and Shashank a lot of luck. I would like to say that where they can improve is they should start hiring a lot of members in their team, because the way they are nailing the projects, right, they need a large team, right, and I am 100% sure that
Look, rise and shine.
Yes, Shashank and his team is going to rise and shine, and that is one area where you should start looking out for a new office. You should start looking out for a large team, right? And that's the shortcoming or my wishes to the Woodofa team.
Yeah, I completely agree with him. So, yeah, we wish the team a very, very a good luck and best wishes that they expand more and they have multiple offices so that the people don't have.
Oh yes, I mean their office is only in Noida. They should have an office in each and every city of India, right? Now, if that is too much, Shashank, then you should have an office, at least 4 offices in
Delhi
the
itself.
NCR region, right? Because for your customers in Delhi, it's a pain to travel to Noida, right? And coming back to here. So why don't you open an office in South Delhi? So